Bit of wheel spin there. Hi guys, rubber band power time. Gonna have to make it a bit quick tonight. I've been sidetracked working on my Barbie boat radio control conversion and run out of time really to do the rubber band powered car. Got a couple of wooden rulers here. Got a bit of fiberglass tube. I've got a couple of bicycle spokes. I think that will go in there. Might be pushed for size. Are they both the same size? Yeah. These wheels I've used before. They're just your ordinary CDs with plastic bottle caps hot glued in the middle. So my plan is to put them on there. For the front wheels, that is a bit of a tight fit. I could do with a bit more sticking out. Will it work? Oh, just long enough, I think. Yeah, okay, so they're freewheeling. I'm going to hot glue them. Hot glue them on there, and then at the other end just a bit of drinking straw hot glued across the end, and then we'll use these wheels that we've used before, made from plywood, and they'll do for the back wheels. So, it'd help if we turn hot glue gun on. Let's try and get this to line up. We'll let that cool down a bit, and then I'll put some right the way round to hold it in place. I'm using the fiberglass tube at the front to give us rigidity, and also I can attach the rubber band to it to run from front to back, and it won't collapse when the rubber band pulls tight. I'm using the edge of my cutting board to try and make sure we keep it all parallel. This is greaseproof paper, or greased paper, whichever you call it. So I should be able to pull that off quite easily when the hot glue's cooled down. I am trying to rush this a bit. That's alright, it hasn't stuck. just takes so long to cool down when you're in a hurry. Right, to increase its strength, put a nice little bit going all the way round the end. Lots of little stringy bits today. Done that end, same basic idea at this end with the drinking straw. So a little bit in place to hold it there. Let that cool down, then we can put some all the way round to give it a bit more strength. We'll let that cool down and then we'll cut them off to the right length so we can use that existing axle. Cut that one there, cut that one there, and then cut the middle out. Okay. That's the brass bit out of an electrical connector, just in case you're wondering. It's a convenient way of locking the bicycle spoke in place. Well, that's our car ready. So I'll get some rubber bands and we can try it out. I will just say this will be number 285 in this series, and I'm thinking of stopping at 300. I might do more after that, but it'll be special request sort of thing. But I think 300 is a good number. So that's the current plan. Not many more of these to come. If you don't know how to connect your rubber bands together, there is a link in the video description to my help list or help files, and there's a video just on connecting rubber bands together. But it's all basically the same. You have a loop that you push the other one through and then back over itself. So through the loop and back. At this end you could put another piece of wood on there, a T-piece, so you've got a hook to hook your rubber band onto, or you could just do what I do, lay it over the top, wrap it round so it goes over itself and that holds itself in place. When you do wind it up, make sure the rubber band doesn't go over the plastic drinking tubes, or that will cause too much friction and lock it up. But like that, we should be okay. You do want the rubber band to fall off. If it stays in place, it starts to wind up again when it gets to the other end and stops the car. You want it to fall off so it can spin freely and keep running. Did a wheel spin there. But we still managed to do the distance. To reduce the wheel spin, you could either put some weight on the back here, that makes the wheels grip the ground a bit better, or you can put rubber tyres on it. You can cut strips from balloons and stretch them over there, or rubber gloves, latex gloves. Those will give you a bit of extra grip. Again, have a look in my video description and there'll be a link to my help files on putting rubber tyres on CDs. That'll do. Summary time. What have we got? A rubber band powered car with two wooden rulers, as I call them. That's the main body, just hot glued either end. At this end we've got a fiberglass tube that came from a garden windmill, garden ornament. At this end we've got plastic drinking straws for the tubes. We've got a bamboo cane for the back axle, and the wheels have been cut from plywood, so they're handmade. At the front we're using a bicycle spoke as the axle, and CDs for wheels with plastic bottle caps hot glued in the middle for the hubs. At this end I'm using a little electrical connector to grip the end of the bicycle spoke to stop it sliding through, or to hold the wheels in place. A few cheap rubber bands, there's 4 there to be exact. The number you want is in relation to the distance you've got. You want them just long enough. If they're too long, then they end up wrapped round the back axle and they get jammed on there and don't come off properly. That's it. Job done. Number 285.